Back. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on because something popped up in my news feed, and it was like it's an individual that I know, and I don't want to talk about people, but they were trying to validate that they had like a bathroom or had their own shower or something, just trying to validate that they own something. And I'm wondering why adults who are older, and guys, please don't forget to like my live when you come into the live. I'm trying to wonder why adults, older adults, these are adult, they're older than me. Why would an adult try to seek validation from strangers that you don't know? People who can't even help you pay. People who they won't help you pay your bills. They can't help you pay your bills. They don't care if you're like, if you were unalived or you were not here today. They wouldn't care. Why do people care so much about what others think? If you're on your journey within yourself, whether is it to buy a home, lose weight, get married, go to school, get an education, whatever you're pursuing in life, don't seek validation from others. The only validation you need is from yourself. You only need yourself to help you push you along. I know you need a support group, of course, but to try to prove yourself to others, at the end of it, you won't feel any satisfaction because you're trying to prove yourself to other people and not yourself. So at the end of the day, what's the point of trying to seek validation from others? I don't understand. I don't understand. If you have an apartment or a bathroom or whatever, and you're over the age of 40, why would you ever try to seek validation and prove to people that you have an apartment? You're over 40, you're over 50. Why are older people trying to seek validation? I feel like it's some type of insecurity, like they're insecure, they don't feel like they've accomplished a lot in life. So they have to go on the internet to try to prove themselves to others. And you don't have to try to prove yourself to other people. You have to prove yourself to yourself. You set a goal for yourself and you try to prove your goal for yourself, your own goals. People don't care. People don't really care about what you're doing. You are looking on the outside. You're looking on the outside, trying to seek validation from the outside, but something is going on within you, and that's why you're doing that. You were not, people did not celebrate you when you were sorry, tongue tied, when you were younger, and so maybe that's why you have to try to validate yourself now at an older age. Yes, you probably haven't been, you're not where you want to be in life, but it doesn't mean that you have to prove your worth to anyone. You don't. Work on yourself silently and try to work on yourself silently and just try to accomplish whatever you need to. Hi, guys. Thank you for coming on to my live. Don't forget to subscribe and like my live. And the Epstein files, no way, hun. Only billionaires are on there. And I'm not a billionaire. I hope to be one day, but I'm not. But try to stop adults. If you're over 30, 40, even 25, Oh my God, I know I have a big forehead. I get it all the time. So stop trying to seek validation from the outside. I feel like it's getting ridiculous now. People are having low self-esteem and you know, they're hurting themselves at an older age because they're trying to seek validation from the outside world. To me, that's a mental problem to try to please other people in your way of life. So that means everything that you do in life, it's for other people, it's not for yourself. You're doing things to prove to other people that you're worth it. And these people are not your family, they're not your close friends, they're just strangers on social media. They're strangers on social media. So, strangers on social media, you don't need to prove anything to them. They're not going to pay your bills. They're not going to come to your if you're not here today. They're not going to visit you in the hospital. So those people you should not try to prove anything to them. And you know who I'm talking to. Those people, you don't have to prove anything to them. Don't try to prove yourself to people who are not worth proving yourself for. Stop trying to seek validation from social media and the outside world. Why are we doing this in 2026? That's why a lot of people are, they're going under the knife, getting their BBLs. Get a lot of girls have gotten their nose done. They look like Michael Jackson. They look like Michael Jackson because they've gotten their nose done. They don't look authentic. Like I can look in your face and tell that you had plastic surgery. That should not be the case. I shouldn't be able to look at you in the face and tell that you got your nose done. That should not be a reality for a regular working person. You're not a celebrity. I'm not saying regular people can't do it, but why are they doing it? What is the purpose? They're trying to seek validation from the outside world. You're trying to seek validation from the outside world, and it's not worth it. It's not worth your stress. It's not worth your self-esteem. It's not worth anything. The outside world does not care for you. The outside world will watch you go under and not care. Don't try to come on social media and seek validation. You got an apartment, great, you got an apartment, but you don't have to come on social media and tell people you got an apartment. They don't care. If they're already bashing you, saying that you have nothing, then those are not the type of people that you should celebrate your wins with. Those are not the type of people that you should say, oh, look at this. You shouldn't have to prove your point to them. Let them wonder, let them ponder on what you're doing. In order to gain success and make people mad at you, be successful. That's how people get upset. They get upset when you have more money than them. That's the only thing that upsets people. When you are more successful than them, they get upset really bad. And some people, they're more successful than you, and they get upset based on your spirit, based on how you look, based on how you act. But don't try to validate yourself for strangers. People don't care. I remember one time I was sick, I was in the hospital, and no one came to visit. Not a family member, not a friend. No one came to visit. And at that point, I learned in my life that I do not need to seek validation from anyone. You seek validation from within. You're only there at the end of the day, you're there for yourself. Yes, you have a family, you may have a husband, you may have sisters and brothers. Oh, my husband was there for me at the hospital. But outside of my household, nobody else was there. So, don't seek validation. People are not into you the way you think people are. Only a specific few, maybe five people, I would say. But social media don't care about you. Yes, you want to build your life on social media, but they don't care. Those people don't care. They don't care. Social media don't care. So stop trying to seek validation from others. They don't care. People don't care. Don't seek validation from people who don't care about you. People will come in your life and they will go. Social media, um, people are strangers. You know, they have their own lives. They're living their own lives. You don't know them. They're not your close family or friend group. So why do you need to go on social media to validate that you bought an apartment or have your own bathroom or lost weight? You went to get surgery for what? To post pictures for these strangers who don't care about you? That's comical. It's hilarious. It's hilarious what's happening in this world. It's hilarious what people are willing to do for validation. I just feel like parents need to speak life into their children because it didn't happen when they were young. And it's causing this world to be broken. It caused a lot of these broken women, a lot of these broken men. And I am tired of seeing broken people on my social media. I'm tired of seeing broken people who are their self-esteem is not there. Their self-esteem is so bad. We need to lift them up. We need to have more self-esteem, be more happy with who you are. Be more happy with who God made you to be. Be more happy with your physical self. Stop comparing yourself to others. Stop comparing yourself to others. I know people will make fun of your features because that's what people were taught to do. They were taught to make fun of you if you look different or if you act different. But that's not nice. Let people talk about you. Who cares? It should not reflect on how you feel about yourself. What people think about you should not reflect on how you feel about yourself. Because you know what? At the end of the day, they're just people. They're just people living their own life. They're not giving you any financial help. They're not, paying your mortgage. They're not doing anything for you. They're not here for you. They're just people. Don't let people have you going to cut up your body, getting a butt job, having you change your nose. Why are you letting people change your nose in the world? Change your nose that God gave you. What is the problem? It's insecurity. Do you think people will love you more because your new nose is more pointier? Do you think people will love you more if you bleach your skin and become light skin and not dark skin? Do you think people will love you more if you get your butt done or get your tummy tuck? No, they're not going to love you more. The people who love you don't want you to do anything to your body. They love you for who you are. The people who love you, they don't want you to cut up your nose. They don't want you to cut up your body because they love you just as who they love you for you. They love you for your authentic self. And I hope that as we progress in 2026 and onward, that we see more women and more men who have confidence in who they are. Stop trying to be like everyone else. Women, stop trying to have the same shape like every other woman. You were not born that way. Why do you want to have their shape? Why do you want to look like every girl? I'm telling you, every time I go to certain situations, every girl have the same body. It's the same body type. Why? Why they don't you were made unique for a reason. You were made to be you for a reason. Now, why do you want to look like that girl? Why do you want to look like that girl or that girl or that girl? Why? Everyone have the same body type. So those body types are not surprising anymore. Men are not like going crazy over them because they see it left and right. The tiny, tiny waist, the big waist, and the big boobs. Girls are paying for that body type left and right. It's not normal. This this society that we're in is not normal. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. Yes, it looks good. I see that's why people want to pay for it. But you really you want to look like everyone else. You don't want nothing special about yourself. You don't want to keep your nose. You don't want to keep what God made you. So pretty much with all that said, I am saying stop seeking validation from the outside world. It won't make you happy inside because people they get one surgery and they keep getting two, three, four, and they look like a totally different person. And then when you have your kids, the kids will look like your original self. So, how are you going to look at your kids? You know, you hated yourself and cut up yourself, and now you have a daughter, and your daughter look like how you used to look, and you hate. How can you love your daughter when you did not love your own self? So I don't understand this people changing everything about themselves. What we need to do, guys, meditate and love your inside. Love yourself on the inside. You don't have to, how you look on the outside does not project how you are on the inside. Some of the people, not all, who looks the best, dresses the best, they're very broken on the inside. I'm not saying people who look good on the outside, they don't have any authentic, genuine people, but a lot of people who look good getting their body done, they're really nasty people, nasty attitudes. They are bullies, treat people bad. You cannot cut up your body and get your body done, and then you're going on social media and making fun of another girl for having a natural body. That's not right because you probably got your body done because of insecurity or someone made fun of you. So for you to go online and then do it back to someone else, that's not good. So stop bullying, stop being insecure, and be happy with who you are. And what's happening is from older people. It's not even from the youth. It's from young, older people, 40 and up. I don't understand the world that we're living in, guys, and I will never understand it because you know what? People, yes, inside beauty is very important. Inside beauty is very important. I think the world is lacking inside beauty. The world is lacking the beauty that we need. We need the more authentic. And that's why I don't understand the world because I know I don't want to put myself in it. I am very genuine, authentic. I'm not saying people can do whatever they want to their bodies. You can do whatever you want, but to what extent? To what extent? You know, it's a detriment what people are doing with these doctors are doing. It's a detriment to the world. It's making the world be very, fake. It's very a fake world, a very, fake world. Everyone is plastic or I see plastic. Everyone is striving to be someone else. They don't want to be themselves anymore. Hi, how are you? Thank you guys for coming on to my live. Don't forget to like, people don't want to be themselves anymore. You know, even the celebrities who are teaching these girls, they don't love themselves. That's why they sold their souls. All celebrities sold their souls. Nobody loved themselves. And that's why they look the way they do. They all have surgery. Like none of them are natural. A few of them are natural. None of them are natural. A lot of them have low self esteem because they need validation. They need validation from the audience, they need validation from everyone around them. So I just hope in 2026 we have more people with a high self esteem. You know, when I read the comments under the people who are saying surgery, everyone is saying, I'm going next. I hope you guys can hear me. So I was under a comment where a girl, she said, oh, she went to get her stomach done and her butt done or whatever. And then there were so many comments under her live saying, I'm going next. Where did you go? I'm going next. Where did you go? Like every comment underneath her live was saying, I'm going next. When did you go? And that is not natural. That is not natural. To me, that is not natural. It just shows us where the world is going. It shows us how much validation. And these are regular folks. They're not like celebrities, they're regular folks. And pretty much, we're not going to want to see those body types anymore because it's what everyone looks like. And how are these people going to maintain when they're older? So they're going to have to keep going under the knife. You know how much it hurts to have surgery? It hurts like crazy. I cannot believe people are willing. They're willing to go get so much pain just to look a certain way. People are willing to go under the knife just to look a certain way. You know, it's ridiculous to me. It's getting out of hand and I cannot be under the comments. I want to be like the black sheep and just tell them it's not right. It's not right that you guys all want to get surgery. It's not right that you want to change your authentic self. People are hating their nose, their influence. I hope as we get older, and I'm a part of the older generation. I'm not older. I'm sorry. I'm young. I say I'm always 27, but I'm a part of the older generation. So we are the ones who should be teaching the youth. And a lot of the generations on the older people on social media, they're not teaching the youth. But then again, they'll say, oh, you're supposed to raise your own kids. We're not supposed to be teaching your child, you know? You're supposed to be raising your own kid. But stop young people, stop seeking validation. People who are older than 40s, stop seeking validation, you know. I just hope you learn to love yourself, learn to love yourself and be a betterment for the higher being. Be a betterment for the world. Stop preaching that people need to cut up their bodies to feel good. People need to cut up their bodies to look good. You have to change your nose. Like our nose is so cool. Our black nose or feature, it's so nice. I don't know what's the problem, why people have such a issue with our nose, you know? I am not understanding the problem with the nose thing. I don't get it, you know. Your nose is right in the middle, right here. I'm not getting why people are changing their nose to look the way their noses look. It's just not the way it should be. Hi, how are you? Hi. It's just not the way it should be. I don't think our features should be messed up. I feel like we should love our features. And I'm talking about this on Black History Month. Black people, love your nose, love your features. Stop changing your nose to look the way it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good, the noses that you guys are getting. To me, it does not look good to get your skinny nose and get it pointed. It's not cute. And I'm not talking about people, I'm just saying it's not authentic. You can tell when you look at the person in their face that their nose is not authentic. And they're doing it. If you get plastic surgery, you're pretty much doing it. Hi, John. How are you? How are you? Um, I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in such a long time. Thank you for coming back tonight, though. You must have been busy. So you can tell when you look in someone's face that it's not an authentic nose. If they do it authentically, yeah, but I think once you get surgery, you can tell that it's not authentic because you're altering something on your body. You're altering something on your body. Well, I'm happy you're doing well. I'm happy you're doing well and staying warm. So you're altering something on your body. Yeah, you're altering something on your body, but if the girlies are happy with it, they're happy. I just hope these BBLs, these surgeries are they die out soon because I'm tired of going everywhere and everyone have the same body type. It's crazy. No one is authentic anymore. I'm not saying no one, but majority. Everyone is striving to be the same. And we're all unique. How are we all striving to be the same? I'm in the United States. Where are you? Hi, Eric. How are you? So everyone is striving to be the same, and we're all different. We're all unique. So that's all I'm saying. Stop trying to seek validation from the outside world. Stop trying to, why are people doing that? I guess everyone wants to be a social media influencer or everyone wants to be a star, but not everyone is meant to be a celebrity. And why would you want to be a celebrity? Look at what's happening out there with the Epstein files and what's happening with all the celebrities. All their dirty secrets are coming out. Why do people look up to them? I don't understand. They're only people. They're people like me and you. They're not special to me. To me, they're not special. There's nothing special about them. They're humans, so they're on earth, so they're special. But for them, they're not superhumans to me. They can be gone just like me and you. Their life can, no longer be here just like you and I. They're just regular people with a different type of career or job. Yeah, I feel like the celebrities are here to manipulate. It's all for money, but you know what? I feel like the people who are celebrities are they're weak people because they're also manipulated. They're manipulated by greed and they wanted to be rich, but they're controlled. The celebrities are controlled. What celebrity do you think have like their leaders or have a strong personality? I don't think so. I don't know them, but they're all controlled by contracts. They're ruled by other people. Once they can't stop being celebrities, they can't stop performing. They're all still working for 20, 30 plus years. How rich can they be? How rich can you get? So stop seeking, yeah, who is behind the contract? It's the big powerhouses. They're putting the celebrities in our faces to make them seem like they're in charge, but they're not in charge. They're not in charge. Once they're done with them, they wipe them out. Look at what they did to Michael and Whitney. Do you think those people died naturally? I don't think so. I know we all have conspiracy theories, but those people are controlled. They're controlled. They're controlled by others. They're controlled. But that's why people shouldn't strive to be celebrities because you don't have your own life. Once, oh, OFC. OFC is like, why does that even exist? It just shows you how people will sell their souls for money, the greed. because no one should have allowed OFC to exist, you know? It shouldn't have existed because people are selling their souls over there. OF is what I'm talking about, that platform. They're over there selling their souls pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. Don't seek validation from people. Yeah, money is evil. It makes people do crazy things. And the weird things with society is people in society, they look up to people with money like they're gods. They're not gods. Look at the Epstein files. It tells you what people with money do, how they are doing things to children that they're not supposed to do. They're doing things to women that they're not supposed to do. Look at the, what is it, Prince Peter over in England. Oh wow. They say they need to the devil. That's crazy. You know, money come and go. People are so addicted to material things. It's like it comes and go. The material things are just material. What do they put in them? Nothing is in them. Yes, it's nice to have a lot nice pocketbooks and nice homes, but how much do you need? How much do you need? You know, it's too excessive. You can get one or nice things and it's okay. Okay, a lot of celebrity guys are on YouTube. Oh, well, I have to watch them. I think they really did something to Ariana. I don't think she's the same anymore. She's been tortured and traumatized. And to me, she's trying to find her way back, but she'll never be the same. You know, she's been a little bit strange to me from the beginning, from a long, long time ago. So I think they mess with those kids. All those kids from Disney, and they're all, people, they were not treated well. They were not treated well. And I don't think people should be supporting Hollywood the way we support Hollywood, we should not support them because they just manipulate and traumatize children. Look at all the celebrity kids. Look at what's going out. Ariana Grande, Orlando, so many of them. I'm sure on YouTube you can look up everything. Everything that's been happening to these celebrity kids. These celebrity kids, it's just a shame. And with all that happened to celebrity kids, look at what happened to also Justin Bieber. Sorry guys, I have to walk. I'm trying to go get my charger, so I have to walk through the house. Look at what happened to Justin Bieber. You know, his parents sold him. Yes, and people are still trying to send their kids to people are still trying to send their kids to be celebrities. It's crazy. Guys, I'm so sorry about that, but I had to take a little break. I'm sorry about that for, you know, but we were talking about celebrity kids, how celebrity kids are so screwed up, but people are still so enticed by Hollywood and still want to raise their kids and, put them into Hollywood. And it's like, why? Why do you want your kids to still be in Hollywood? You know? Why? Why do you still want to be your kids to be in Hollywood to get, messed up? A lot of those Disney kids are just not the same, and people need to wake up. Hollywood is nothing to be glorified, and a lot of people are confused because you don't know what's happening in the background. We just see the movies and we see the red carpets, but a lot of things are coming out. A lot of things are coming out. They're letting us know the secrets, what's happening. Look at the files that's coming out. Can you guys believe what's happening in England to that prince? He was the prince. Why was he doing that? Because you had money at your feet, you feel like you could treat women like that or treat people like that. No. That's why you people glorify people with money. And people with money, they do the worst things. Some of them with money, they do the worst things. They treat people horrible, and they're doing worse things at what than what he's been doing with women. Worse. They're doing horrible things. So be careful who you look up to, and be careful who you want to validate, who you seek validation from, because seek validation from yourself, seek validation from God, seek validation from your parents, but not from strangers. You know, stop looking up to celebrities because they don't care about us. Celebrities don't care about me and you. They just want our money. They just want our money, pretty much. That's what celebrities want. Guys, please don't forget to like my live when you enter the chat. Celebrities want our money. That's pretty much what they want. So, a lot of them don't have great characters because they are around a lifestyle that most people are not. They're around that partying lifestyle, that red carpet, glitz and glamour. A lot of them have surgeries. It's not authentic. Th- If you spoke to a celebrity, do you even think you'll be able to have a normal conversation with them? You won't be able to have a normal conversation. What they talk about versus what we talk about is probably totally different. But now a lot of them are coming on social media to show us that, wow, their lives are normal and that they do the things we do because they see that social media have a lot of following and a lot of people make money off social media. So they have now come on social media to make things, make it seem like, okay, Sharma, are you a mom? Is that what you want me to talk about? Um, Hi, Christopher, how are you? So, you know, just stop seeking validation and stop looking up to celebrities. Oh, Sharma. Okay, when I was breastfeeding, which is totally off topic, I where are you from, Sharma? What culture are you? I'm Jamaican culture, so I drank a lot of porridge. And with porridge, you have milk. I had to drink it every day, and I drank I just ate a lot of hearty food, so I'm sure you guys are have porridge. You're in Africa. I don't know what you guys eat. And now they have teas, so they have tea that could help you have more supplies. So I also pumped a little when I was going, because I worked, and I didn't do it for long, Sharma. I did it for about 1 year for each of my kids. After 1 year, I was done, but they had milk to last them for about a year and a half. No, I didn't have any low supply because you have to eat a lot and then you have to drink a lot. I drank when I was breastfeeding, I drank a lot of water. And maybe you can try the pump. Try pumping. Sometime pumping will help, but they have a lot of herbs and a lot of tea. If you search online, you can try to drink it. I think some people say they've helped, or maybe you can see your nutritionist and they can let you know what you can do. Mine was never low, because I pumped and I pumped and I ate porridge. I drank a lot of that. It's the Jamaican thing and it helped my supply. But every female is different. They have to do different things to help them. But that's my suggestion. I don't know what foods you guys eat in Morocco. It's probably very different than my country of Jamaica. I live in the US, but I'm from a Jamaican background. Hi, Travel Frank. How are you? I'm from a Jamaican background. So, with that said, I had those type of remedies to help me along the way. I had those type of remedies to help along the way. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. The topics were good, but this main topic is to stop seeking validation from others and to love yourself. Love yourself, and you don't have to prove anything to anyone. When we were younger, when most of us were younger, we seek validation from our parents, we seek validation from our siblings. But as you get older, you don't have to hide yourself. You have to show yourself that you're special, you're unique. Don't hide yourself from people. No one cares and no one can help you. What people do, they just use you and abuse you. They don't care. People don't care about what you have. They don't even care about you. And we're also talking about celebrity kids. It just shows how people don't even care about, some people don't care about their own children. They sell them, they just place them in the fire. That's it. They don't, over money and wealth and fame, just to have access to parties, just to be on TV. That's ridiculous. That is super ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So, guys, thank you so much for coming on to my live. That's all I had to say for tonight. That this topic really popped in my head. And I know I talk about it a lot and I need to stop. I'll try to stop. But it's a very important topic to talk about and it's very important for adults to try to boost their self-esteem. Try ways of trying to boost your self-esteem and not seek validation from other people. And guys, don't forget to like my life and don't seek validation from others because people don't care. They don't care. You know, they don't care. People only care about who they care about. They don't care about you. So you do your things for yourself. You work out and lose your weight for yourself. If you, I don't really appreciate the getting the surgery done, but if that's you, get your surgery done for yourself. Get your body done for yourself. Go to school for yourself. Do everything for yourself. You shouldn't have to prove anything to anyone because people, they will just pick you up and throw you away. They come, they use you, and then you're gone. That's how people are, trust me. You would be shocked at the stories that I have to tell you. But guys, thank you so much for coming into my life. I really appreciate talking to you. I hope what I said today resonated with you, and I hope it helps someone out there to have some confidence, stop seeking validation, and have a great night, guys. Bye. See you tomorrow.